Monday morning here in Upper Michigan. Taking a ride up to Channing. If you recall in the last video, all 3 locomotives are now up here. That was after they pulled 70 cars off the storage track with ELS 503. Thinking they might need all the power today for something. Coming up to the bridge where the train tracks run underneath that lead into the old Groveland mine. They've been working on this thing now for about a month. However, there have been no workers the last 2 weeks, so I don't know what the heck is going on here. Why they started construction on the bridge and then sent all the crews away. But literally, this bridge has been like this now for a month. They did work for a week, and then they've been gone now for at least 2 weeks. Who they got doing this job, but my gosh, pile of concrete right there has been there the whole time. Like, really? You guys can't move that? Looks like they got forms there ready to pour, but again, no workers, nothing being done. Stop and use the bathroom if you want. Anyway, let's go up to Channing and find us a train. That's funny, I just passed John back there. He's the guy I normally sit down at Cribbets with. He's made it all the way up here. He threatened once that he was going to come up here, but here he is. Anyway, I got my radio on. I don't hear anything. Which last time meant they were far north on the storage track. Possibility is also there. They could be out to the west from here. Time will tell here. We'll see in a minute, I guess. Power, the Y over there is full of cars. Don't see any power. Go up here and take this left, and I guess I'll see what the tracks look like here. Send a message to John and tell him he needs to get his butt over here, I guess. I don't know. The Y over there is, the Y is packed around the corner. I do see the storage track to my right that we went down and chased that train on is got freight sitting on it. I don't see where the power is. Of course they're not going to honk because flagging it. Really? That fuel tank is dented on 1221. You see that? Never noticed that dent before. Oh yeah, are you going back there to hook onto that thing? Yeah, what now? Maybe they'll build the train and go back south today. Just wonder where 503 went. Who's the engineer? Yeah, I don't remember that fuel tank being dented like that. Alright. John's off on an adventure. Told me he should take a ride down that way, and he's heading home. He just came here this morning to catch a little action, and I think he's looking for some adventure other than a train today. He was hoping to go up to Canyon Falls up near Lance, but said he found himself here. Scanner says the battery's dying. Weirdly enough, my scanner has beeped like the batteries are dying for like 2 hours, and they never die, so knock on wood. Sorry you gotta listen to the beeping. I do too. Watering.
Take their call on with Cordial. All right, copy.
Really? Google. The Google car just went by. Did you see it? This lady's watering flowers over here. Hopefully she gets her job done quick and moves out of my way. Finally. I couldn't sit there and just film her any longer. I mean, it's like,
It doesn't know the cost. Yeah, that's correct. Understand it, it doesn't. 400.
anyway, I think they got about 40 grain cars there. I don't know if that's what they've got to go south or what, but we'll see.
Okay, here we go.
Anyway, they just put Fred on the back of this train. I guess they're going to ride it back with Fred and probably walk it back up. Wondering if this is not their train they're going to be taking south. .40 cars probably bound for O'Connell Falls. Getting ready for the 2025 harvest. Which is funny because it's July and, you know, it's months and months away from any harvest, but I guess they got to get it going early. There too, I would imagine those grain silos probably still have corn or beans from last year. Maybe they need to get those cleared out and opened up for this year's season. The harvest, you know. Anyway, find out here shortly if they got a train or not. We'll be back. Now we just wait for them to walk back up. That's one of the cars from the big move that I filmed. Bunch of tree branches and stuff in on that one. I guess they got the tree out of the other one that was in there, huh? Yeah. Would appear the train is moving. Conductors are off. I see them standing to the side, so they must be doing a roll by. They'll roll by the train and check it, make sure everything's right. All right, I guess we're gonna have a train heading south real soon. Well, train is heading south. John even came back. Where he made it to, but he's behind me. Guess he'll follow this train back south. That's the direction he's got to go to anyway, so why not, right? Guess we can turn that scanner off. Don't need that for a little bit. I kind of hope they go to the mill. Have to see. Quite a crowd here. You'll see them in a minute. Really hope they stop at the mill. Well, that was pretty cool. Look at all the water across the tracks down there. What the heck? Wonder if that's going to cause a problem. There's water going across the tracks. Where's that water coming from? I don't understand where that water's coming from then. I mean, it's a rapid coming over there. Wow, I mean, I've never seen it come across there before. I wonder what in the world, why is it? I've never seen water come that way before, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I don't know where there's even, where the water would be coming from. It hasn't rained here in a couple of days. Not to that extreme. That's weird. Well, I'm sure they're looking at the water right now going, that's not supposed to be there. Yeah, buddy, they're going to take it slow through here. That's wild. That's totally weird. I've never seen that much water on the side of that track like that before. Bet you they weren't expecting to find it there either. Now the question sits, will they stop at the mill and grab out more cars? Is that the reason they brought 2 locomotives? Or did they need 2 locomotives for these 40 empties? I mean, I wouldn't think so, since 503 pulled 70 alone. Anyway, we'll be on the other side. We'll go over to Randville and we'll wait to see. That's pretty wild. Sup? Says that on the back of the rail car. Sup? Yeah. I don't know about all that water. Somebody should walk down there and go take a look, because, I mean, it's going across. It shouldn't be. Give you guys a shot of the mill as we go by. Look at all the wood that's in the yard. Pretty stacked up. Both sides. Well, after an hour at the mill, they're finally coming. They were at the mill over an hour. Not sure exactly what all they got, but it's definitely a longer train than what they started with. Like a bunch of smart siding. Stinks like bleach right now. I don't know why it would be smelling like bleach. Well, added those. Plus the 40 in the back. Maybe they stop in East Kingsford and grab some more. Got a good healthy train heading south now. Well, that was a heavy dose of a train, huh? So, it's always a great crossing. Just giving her over the hill, huh? Look at that old car. Got myself a safety vest on. Got my safety vest on. It's been a while since I've gotten this shot. Sitting on US 2 highway on the overpass. Inches from death. Truck made the whole bridge shake. Got a wave and a honk. Bet you guys were never expecting that one. Jump to the other side real quick. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I just thought we'd give it a good look that way quick, but jump, you can make it. All right. Did I ever show you guys my safety vest? I mean, if you're gonna be careful, you gotta do it with the best, right? Isn't that cool? Horn, salute, and a wave. Wow. I sure wasn't expecting that. Thanks, Vinny. Appreciate it, sir. Always very cool to be acknowledged by the railroad in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? love it, eh? Just love it. You know, I haven't filled train across this crossing for a few months. Look at the deer coming this way. See it? Deer is like I'm getting in front of that train. Those deer don't like that train, do they? Alright, well, we better get ahead of it and get downtown. Buddy Greg just asked me, are you downtown? There's a train coming. Everybody sends me a message when a train comes. Everybody. It's always a question. Where do you sit here? I mean, I normally go sit in the very same spot for the simple reason when I leave, I have a way out. Plus, it gives me a really good shot of this crossing right here, which is also M95, technically. And it gives me a very clean shot to film down the street on. So, anyway, we're going to catch them here, and then we'll go over to East Kingsford and we'll see if they stop and grab some more cars or not. Oh, okay. Deer's like, is that a train? What is that deer doing? Have you never seen a train before? Don't run out in front of traffic. Well, that was interesting, huh? The deer are confused. They don't even know what to do. Deer came out to see the train. That's funny. I guess that deer decided to stay put. Alright, let's head over to Kingsford. Nobody's pulling out in front of the train, just me. There's always more for them to grab, but doesn't appear they're going to grab any today. Start digging any minute. There they go. Well, my wife just got home from work. I just seen her. Nothing coming. We're good to go. Boy, Vince sure likes that horn. I'm glad he does too. I like hearing it. I'd imagine it's a little loud in the cab of that engine though. At least I would imagine it is. I was really hoping they'd be here this month to fix this crossing. They got a grant to fix it by the state of Michigan. Thinking because of all the derailments over the past year, they ran out of money to fix it. Which kind of sucks because this is one of the worst crossings in the county. It should have been on the other side, huh? I imagine this train will be in Cribbets by the end of the day. Tomorrow they'll probably make a run to Econo Falls. Maybe Thursday, Friday, get down to Green Bay. Well, we better hustle it over to County O. Should make a pretty cool show coming through there. It's a little before 4 p.m. I wonder what the wires are for. Cable? Phone? Internet? Pretty flowers around the broken pole. watching, everybody. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, and make a comment below.